Hello, good evening, good evening. It's Danielle from Life by Danielle Louise. I felt inspired to do a live today because often in terms of observation and sensing energy in and around everyday life, there often are themes that come up that I see lots and lots of different people experiencing all at the same time, but obviously everyone will have maybe a different story, but the emotion behind it or the theme that's entangled within it is the same. And so I've observed lately that there is this huge wave of lack that is just everywhere. It seems either a lack mentality that's so subtle that unless someone else pointed it out to you, you'd probably miss it. It seems that there's a lack in opportunity, a lack of energy, a lack of things going right, a lack of connection being massive at the moment, a lack of time to do everything that we want to do. So this whole theme of lack is what I wanted to, or what inspired me to come on this evening, because I think it's something that we really need to be aware of, because it's so easily programmed within us. It's so easy for us to slip into this lack mentality, or there's just not enough. There's just not enough for me. And I think also if we look in terms of the programming and the behaviours of women over time, we serve everyone else first, so then there's a lack for us, so there's not enough for us. So I'm just going to give you an absolute everyday example. We'll be dishing out the dinner for everybody. Who do we give the least to? We make sure everyone else has got a full plate, but if there's not quite enough, it's always our plate that goes without, right? So it's this subtle underlying kind of lack mentality that we find ourselves in, that we have to really monitor, because if we don't, we end up spiraling very quickly, and we need to make sure that we are then consuming things that make us feel expansive, because of course lack contracts you, like it makes you go inward. There's not enough, so I'm going to go in, I'm going to withdraw, and I can't give anything because there's not enough to give from, so I have to withdraw, I have to close down. And it's a survival technique, you know. This isn't a point the finger and blame at you like scenario. This is a survival technique, you know, that we've learned and has worked to protect us for so very long. But we need to move out of this lack mentality, and we need to realise everyday abundance that is around us every moment of every day, whether that is revisiting every single object that's in your room that brings you joy, whether that is looking out of your window in the morning and realising that the sun rising earlier is bringing so much more greenery to us, so much more life, so many more birds, so many flowers, whether it's literally driving through the countryside and counting the lambs that you can see in the field that have come. So it's really important for us to break it down, because we start to learn, hold on a second, if it's in my everyday movements to the point of dishing up tea, then it must be in my everyday movements that I have to build it back in. And often this is the key point that we forget, we miss out. So we think, oh, it has to be massive things that we're grateful for, you know. Look at this miraculous thing I called in from the universe when it listened and it responded to me that one time, right? We always think about the big things, but it's not. If we look at our micro behaviour, that's where the lack is, and we have to then build it back in with the micro behaviour, right? We have to start small. We have to look at the smaller things. So if you feel, or if you've noticed, or if you've observed that you're falling into lack, or you've heard that other people are falling into lack, then tonight's clearing is really for you, because it's we are easily programmed to lean into lack more so than we are abundance. And we need to switch that. It needs changing. You know, it's old fashioned. It's so last year. It's not even last year. It's like so 3 decades ago, right? So this is where, oh, Joanna's just put, this is so true. I've been trying harder with this lately. Yeah, it's when we realise that we give out more than we receive. And this is actually the wounded divine feminine energy that we are all here living to bring back into balance, right? So it's coming up into our awareness because it's down to us to fix it. Like, it's down to us to move through this and say that was then, this is now. Okay, whether that's a then, as in that's who I was, this is who I am now, or whether that's a, you know, that was my grandma's generation, it's not my generation. And we really have to break through this, because the next level is better, always. Next level is always better, always better, always better. So really think about it. Pick up as well. So if you are hanging out with your mum or your nan, pick up. Or even if you're with clients who are older, the next generation above you, really listen out and just observe, just be curious with how are they describing their lack mentality, right? How are they saying there's never enough for me? Because that's the story, there's never enough for me. That's the story, that's the lack story. But just observe it and have a little look and go, oh, do you know what? Yes, I now know why we are wanting more. We're wanting more because we know more is possible, because we have more freedom now than we've ever had before. So I now have more power than my grandparents had. So I now get to change this, and I get to change this by recognizing the abundance that's right there in front of me right now. So first task before we go into any energy shifting of any kind, I just want you to take a nice deep breath, one hand on your heart, one hand on your wound space. Close your eyes, take a nice deep breath in and out. And again, in and out. Okay, knowing now that you are connected to earth energy all the way down through all the different layers of the earth. Down, 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 that laser beam shooting out from the base of your spine all the way down to the centre of the earth, anchoring in there right at the centre of the earth, breathing at that earth energy all the way up, 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 up until it's in your heart space. Breathe it up into your heart space, allowing yourself to just lean into that feeling of expansion in that heart space. And now I want you to imagine a white beam of light coming out from the top of your head, all the way up, 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 through the Earth's atmosphere, all the way up, 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 through the universe, all the way up to the edge of the universe, past the edge of the universe, through that golden light, that rainbow jelly light substance, that pink mist, and into that bright white iridescent light. And now we're going to hook into that bright white iridescent light, and we're going to pull it down, 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 down through all of those different layers until it hovers above our head, and then we're going to allow it to come down, down through the forehead, down through the throat, and also into the heart space. So now we've got this beautiful mix of earth energy mixed in with universal energy. Oh, isn't it magic? Breathe it in, allow it to just sit in your heart space. And now that you are fully connected, I want you to just, with your eyes closed, just map your room. And I want you to choose one thing that you are so grateful for that's in the room you are sat in right now. Doesn't matter how big, how small, sentimental, brand new, doesn't matter. Just that one thing. Oh, thank you. So mine's my mobile phone. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness for my mobile phone, because it's clearly a better picture and more reliable than my laptop. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It allows me to connect and share this magic right now through the most amazing Wi-Fi waves into all the way into your homes. Isn't that amazing? It makes the top of my head tingle at the Wi-Fi magic that is this evening. And just allow that gratitude to sit in that heart space. And then I want you to just literally imagine that it's pulsing with every single heartbeat, and as it pulses, it's getting bigger and it's spreading around your body. This beautiful gratitude. And then every time you breathe, it just stretches and it's even bigger now. Now it's outside your body. That's how grateful you are, and isn't it amazing? And then I just want you to breathe again, and now it's filling the room, and you're getting a little bit giddy because you know this feeling of gratitude is just so immense. And then as you breathe in again, it's now surrounding your whole house. Like, oh my goodness, I'm so grateful. I'm just riding this wave of gratitude. I can feel it pulsing inside of me, outside of me. So, so grateful. And then allow it to be spreading across the whole of the UK, or you zoomed out and now we're in the oceans around the UK, and now, oh my goodness, we've hit land again, and we're now surrounding the whole world. And isn't it amazing that we're on this ball just spinning? Wow. And now we can just feel that pulsing out even further into the universe. Yeah, right. And then we remember right now in this moment, as we've pulsed all the way out to the universe, that we are limitless, right? We have no limits because we've just expanded it all the way out there, because that's how magical we are. And anything less than that is purely just not true. Okay, and just breathe in that gratitude. Literally, my whole body is tingling. Allow it to tingle. Because in this moment right now, don't we just have everything we need? Yeah. And as this is the only true moment that we have right now, I'm so grateful that you've chosen to spend it with me. Thank you. Thank you. And now, as you breathe, you're going to bring your energy back in. I know, it was so much fun, wasn't it? You can do it whenever you like. I'm just going to bring it back in now. Smaller and smaller and smaller until we can just feel it on the outside of our energy, the outside of our bodies. And then we're going to just bring our awareness back to the heart space again. And now we're just going to imagine that this bright white light that was pouring in from the top of our head and swirling around our heart is now going to follow the earth energy all the way back down through the body, through the soles of the feet, into the earth. We're going to help heal the earth with this beautiful bright white with maybe a few sparkles of gold in, and we're going to push it down into the ground, all the way down, down, down into the centre of the earth, knowing that whatever we touch we heal when we are channeling this beautiful bright white light. And then we're going to breathe this earth energy back up again into the body. Breathe in this red earth energy again, up through the feet, up the legs, into the hips, anchoring us, allowing us to feel fully present within our body right now. Feeling fully grounded, fully present in this moment, completely anchored in. And then whenever you're ready, nice deep breath in and out. Wiggle your fingers and your toes and come back round. Hi Nikki Hind, lovely to see you too. Thank you, thank you. There we go. Okay. And I hope that really helped. It doesn't matter when you watch this, how many times you watch this, this is always going to work. So if you ever feel that you're in a little bit of a huff with the world, re-listen to this, reconnect back in, tune back in, and remember that abundance is everywhere. All we have to do is tune into the gratitude, attitude of gratitude. I hope you're feeling great. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you again very soon.